You can walk around Atlanta streets. You can walk around Atlanta street.
You can walk around Chicago streets. You
No, hell you can't.
You just gonna get shot. It just can't be over.
That's why you can't walk around Chicago streets.
You can walk around. You just gonna get
You ain't
shot.
right about getting shot walking on these streets.
Okay, why not?
Cause God's good.
So God ain't good in Chicago, is what you're saying.
God is amazing in Chicago. He's just the fools that decide to go break the news.
What was on the news? What you trying to say?
YSL Woody says this about Birdman and Young Thug.
The Thug was in there trying to tell, they weren't having it because they wanted Thug. Then we did get convicted. This the second time he been charged with the Wayne tour bus. Pee Wee got convicted in 2016. Pee Wee went to prison. He told Thug and them, hey man, y'all nigga better get me out of here. Go look it up. TMZ already exposed it. Pee Wee had turned on Birdman.
Is Birdman in trouble?
Listen, but I know somebody need to get their stitched up. Stub. I know the ad is big. Get it stitched up.
Who is Stub?
Young Thug.
Like, you say you need to get stitched up?
Up his ass. He get stitched up.
Stub supposed to get a DP. They supposed to DP Thug.
Yeah. Listen, I just want to know one thing, right? And it's kind of crazy. He gone. Listen, it's some things that you said, and it kind of like hurt you.
What's it? What
hurt everybody else? And we brought you to court for one reason.
Yes, sir.
But you the judge of this. You was talking about that dead ass. I mean that dead baby. The dead baby. Woody dead baby. You talking about that dead baby.
To be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. So I didn't say nothing about the baby. That baby is with the Lord. I said something about the corpse that's in the box. Once you're gone and you go in that casket, that ain't you no more. That's just a shell of who you were. And it was, I just, man to man, some people make healthy babies, some people don't. That Uncle Ruckus y'all been looking for, you getting him here. I swear to God you here. Nigga, I swear to God on that mama, not mine.
Gunna ain't never gonna work with these niggas again because y'all don't understand the emotions that this man had to go through to sit here and see so many people turn against him about something he has no control over. I understand everybody feel like, yes, ma'am, he said yes, ma'am, to everything on there, that he knew that people was committing crimes. It's no convictions. Why is y'all looking to hate this man? It's no convictions. Y'all just envious, broke, weak-minded people. So the thing about it is, the F Discreet movement was only to save face with Thug. You feel me? To let people know it's okay to work with him. That ain't have nothing to do with Gunna. Gunna ain't never gonna work with these niggas no more. Why should I work with people that try to destroy me when God got you and God said it's gonna be okay? You look at them type of people and you smile and say, I'ma pray for y'all. You know Gunna fan base is a whole bunch of pretty girls. You know my girl pretty. She told me, all the cute girl love Gunna. I done left her right in and there. I done got jealous of Gunna. Nigga, you better leave my girl alone. I'm gonna crack your head. Do you understand me?
Wanna feature that nigga, just say that. You wanna feature that nigga, just say that.
You have a problem with that?
You damn right.
Okay, explain.
Why y'all ain't do this in the beginning? Why y'all ain't do this in the beginning? Why did we have to go through so much shit for y'all niggas to feel like y'all gonna put the money first and y'all gonna come together? Y'all could have been squashed the beef. Y'all could have been came together a long time ago. Y'all could have. But now y'all saying, man, this shit ain't about... Bro, you know how many people sent in jail for the rest of their life behind this shit? You know how many families that still broken behind this shit? You damn right. I come from this environment, Vlad. I come from here. I didn't want to go to war with people. I didn't want to have people as enemies. I wanted to be friends with a lot of them because we was friends. See, a lot of y'all don't understand. We wasn't never always enemies. We were friends at a point. Lucha is not an enemy to me. I could go out this door right now and see Lucha and keep going about my business. I'm not here to try to tear nobody down. But at the end of the day, man, y'all so selfish that y'all showed the world how selfish y'all is. Y'all could have easily let it go and went y'all separate ways. Y'all ain't got to work together. Too much don't happen for y'all to try to work together. That's why I feel some type of way.
The image hit the internet like a punch to the chest. A man laid out on cold pavement, blood on his face, his body completely still, people standing over him whispering the same terrifying question. Is he dead? And the reason this moment exploded wasn't just how brutal it looked. It was who that man was. YSL Woody. The same Woody many fans believe helped bring down Young Thug. And the timing made it even worse. This footage surfaced just days after Young Thug's leaked jail calls shook hip-hop. With years of tension between Thug and Woody already boiling, fans didn't see an accident. They saw a message. And suddenly, everyone was asking the same thing. Did this just send Young Thug back behind bars? But to understand why this moment scared so many people, you have to start with what really happened that night. New footage from September 1st, 2025 spread across social media in hours. It showed paramedics hovering over an unconscious YSL Woody, his face swollen, blood pooling beneath his head. His body didn't move. His eyes were shut. His neck was strapped tight. Witnesses were told not to touch him. At first, reports said it was a dirt bike crash, just another reckless accident, but the footage didn't look like a simple spill. It looked violent, personal, almost surgical in how badly he was hurt. Clips looped endlessly on X and YouTube. People zoomed in on the cuts, the limp limbs, the way he was laid out like he'd been dropped. Commentators started saying what everyone was thinking. That didn't look like a crash, and the internet ran with it. Because this wasn't just some random writer. This was the man who had become hip-hop's most hated witness, the so-called snitch, tied directly to Young Thug's Rico nightmare. So when people saw Woody motionless on the ground, the theories came fast. Hit and run, silencing, street justice. Some even claimed paramedics had to inject him just to bring him back. For hours, nobody knew the truth. And then, Woody spoke. Against all expectations, YSL Woody reappeared online, alive, battered, stitched up, neck braced, but breathing. He went live and shut down the rumors immediately, saying he'd been spared for a reason, calling it divine protection, another chance from God. He didn't sound scared, he sounded chosen. Days later, sitting stiffly in a Fox 5 interview, Woody admitted he couldn't even remember the crash. One moment riding, the next, waking up in a hospital bed, cracked bones, soft spots on his head, deep cuts, a chest that felt like someone was standing on it non-stop. Doctors told him how close it was. And instead of backing away from the spotlight, Woody leaned into it. He framed his survival as proof that he was still here for a reason, and that's when things got dangerous again. Because just days before the crash, Woody had reignited his feud with Young Thug in public. It started with Young Thug speaking out, accusing Woody of being the original domino that tipped everything over. According to Thug, it all went back to 2015. Jewelry stolen from Big Nut's car, a move that sparked beef with YF and Lucci's camp. Beef that escalated into shootings, indictments, and eventually the state of Georgia putting YSL on trial. Thug didn't whisper it. He said it plainly. Woody started this, and that lit a fuse. Even while recovering, Woody jumped on Instagram and fired back directly at Thug. He told him to take accountability, said he loved him, said he stood with him, but made one thing clear: don't rewrite history. To Woody, the blood feud in the case existed long before him. In his words, it was BC before Copeland. Fans didn't know whether to laugh or rage, because everyone remembered what Woody had already admitted under oath. Back in 2024, Woody's courtroom testimony went viral for all the wrong reasons. On the stand, he openly admitted that he lied to detectives to protect himself, that throwing Young Thug's name around was easy, that it helped take pressure off him. He didn't say he saw Thug pull a trigger. He said it because it worked. The courtroom erupted. Laughter, confusion, chaos. It became a spectacle. Memes flooded the internet. Bloggers labeled him everything from confused to calculated. Charleston White went nuclear, mocking him relentlessly. The rat label stuck like glue. And when Woody now told the world, "I risked my life to protect y'all," it felt unreal to many viewers. Some applauded his honesty. Others called it delusion. And that's why the crash footage hit so hard. Because to a lot of fans, it didn't look random, it looked like karma catching up. But before that narrative could settle, another bomb exploded. Just as the Woody footage dominated timelines, old skeletons came crawling out. Interrogation tapes, jail calls, audio that was never meant to leave a cell. And together, they reshaped how fans saw Young Thug completely. It started with a resurfaced interrogation video from 2015, tied to the Lil Wayne tour bus shooting. In the clip, detectives repeatedly told Thug he didn't have to speak without a lawyer, and yet, he did. Calmly, willingly. He tried to distance himself from Pee Wee Roscoe, the man convicted in the case, suggested confusion, claimed surprise. To some fans, it looked like damage control. To others, it looked like cooperation. And that's where the hypocrisy accusations exploded. How could Thug spend years branding others as rats when his own voice was on tape speaking freely to police? That question lit the fuse for what came next. Then the jail calls leaked, scratchy, raw, emotional. Thug speaking from behind bars to family, friends, and fellow artists, never expecting the world to hear it, but the world did. In call after call, the image cracked. Thug wasn't the untouchable street general anymore. He sounded hurt, bitter, paranoid. He accused Gunna of turning YSL into a gang in the jury's eyes, said the plea broke his heart. But 21 Savage pushed back, reminding him that Thug himself had advised his own brother to do the same thing. That contradiction cut deep. Fans clipped it instantly. If loyalty mattered so much, why did the rules change depending on who benefited? And the calls didn't stop there. Thug took shots at Gucci Mane, calling him soft for letting old beefs die, accused unnamed artists of manipulating charts, complained about industry figures abandoning him when things got real. It wasn't criminal, but it was ugly, and it stripped away the mystique. GQ summed it up simply. These leaks didn't just damage Thug's image, they reframed the entire story. The fallout spread fast. Fans split into camps, one side doubled down, posting ratware everywhere, insisting nothing on those calls proved betrayal. The other side roasted Thug as the ultimate hypocrite, a man who weaponized the snitch label while bending the rules himself. And while Thug fought the narrative online, prosecutors quietly objected to the interrogation tape resurfacing, worried it could complicate appeals. That only fueled suspicion. Why fight to keep it out of court, but let it explode online? And while Thug's image cracked, someone else benefited. Gunna. As Thug raged on leaked calls, Gunna stayed silent. No interviews, no rants, no clapbacks, just music, tours, motion. Ironically, the more Thug spoke, the better Gunna looked. He was selling out shows, hosting run clubs, moving freely while his mentor unraveled on tape. That silence became powerful, and Thug didn't just target Gunna. He went after everybody. Lil Baby, Lil Durk, Kendrick Lamar, Andre 3000, Future, Metro Boomin, Glorilla, even Drake, friends, legends, newcomers. No one was safe. He mocked appearances, questioned parenting, belittled grief, burned bridges that had taken years to build. At one point, he even apologized mid-rant, blaming jail depression. But by then, the damage was done. Instead of sounding powerful, Thug sounded cornered, a man lashing out as his empire collapsed around him. And through it all, one figure hovered like a ghost, YSL Woody. Because while Thug's words leaked, Woody's body had been laid out on pavement, bloodied, unconscious, and fans couldn't stop connecting the dots. If Thug looked hypocritical, Woody looked like the spark that lit the match. Two men, two stories, both claiming survival, both claiming truth, one fighting from a cell, the other standing alive when many thought he wouldn't be. And that's what makes this moment so dangerous. Because this isn't just about a crash, or leaked calls, or old testimony. It's about perception. In hip-hop today, silence might be stronger than loyalty. Optics matter more than codes, and once the public turns, there's no appeal process. YSL wasn't just on trial in court, it was on trial in the court of public opinion. And by the time Young Thug admitted, "I've been sitting around like, what was I thinking?" it was already too late. The bridges were burned, the narrative was rewritten. And the most chilling part? The man everyone expected to speak the loudest said nothing at all. And sometimes silence says everything.